I mean, it's a humongous rolling hills of wheat. You know, I was out there last harvest and rode around in the combine for a little bit, and it's hard to believe that that plant in the ground is eventually going to turn into a loaf of bread. But it's true. The funny thing is, it's all a version of the same thing, right? I mean, all breads are a riff on one theme, which is flour, water, salt, yeast, whether it's commercial or wild, and that's it. We are very particular about the specific ingredients we use and the quantities that we use them in, and the amount of time that elapses between phases, and the temperature of the water and the dough, and the oven, and the ways in which we fold the dough, you know, the angle at which we hold the blade when we're slashing the loaf before it goes into the oven. Something that's really important to me is using flour that is whole grain and that is milled fresh. We have a mill in the bakery, hence the name of the place, the mill. And we use that mill to mill all of our whole grain flour, which primarily we then use, you know, the next day. By doing that, it gives us the potential to coax the most flavor and nutrition from the grain. I mean, it gives us the potential, because it's also really easy to screw it all up. We had to search for like a year before we could even find a local farm that was growing grains in the quantities that we needed and had all the other things in place. Having a farm that has the infrastructure in order to, you know, they have to have the land to grow that grain, they have to have the equipment to harvest that grain, to clean it, to store it, to transport it, to pack it, to deliver it. It's like, it's a whole other league in terms of size and scope. And I didn't totally understand that and the challenges that it would present. You know, there's right and wrong in that things taste good and they taste bad. But within the realm of tasting good, there's, you know, a very broad spectrum. And I think the things that excite me the most are pushing things beyond what we know into unknown territory. And what does better look like and taste like? I don't really know. I don't really know how to get there. But we're always trying. I'm learning how to hold the first thing, which is, you know, a love bordering on obsession with the craft of bread baking. And also, the bread's life is, you know, begins and ends at the dinner table. And then there's the rest of life.